Hello, this is one of my series of talking about practices that actually help a lot when you're going through a period of growth, which I think is really impossible without making some time for self-reflection. And this really is a primary practice that will help you with self-reflection. And this is its primary tool. This is the kit that you're going to need. It's a pen. Um, there's something about quite a lot of research now that shows that when you write by hand, there's a different things are firing up in your brain than if you write on a keyboard or on a phone. There's a kind of flow as well that happens. So, it's as if you're creating reality in the moment at the end of a pen through this kind of arm, brain, body connection. So do use a pen. Why is journaling so important? Because it gives us the opportunity to tap into our deeper resources as well, to sometimes what's really going on with us. We live our lives on the surface quite a lot, and the surface can be very busy. So it's good to have a little moment to dip down below the surface, just to check in with yourself, to kind of go, hey, what's going on? What's going on with you? What do you need? Like, what's happening? What are you avoiding? What are you exploring? What's alive for you? What are you grateful for? There's lots of things that you can do to journal. Some people like to do morning pages. That's very much a Julia Cameron Artist's Way technique. If that works for you, do it. I don't do morning pages. I like to do things at the end of the day, a little bit of reflection on my day and what's alive for me. It might be, sometimes it helps just to set a timer and just say 10 minutes and just write whatever's happening. Blah, 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 blah. I used to teach writing. And I used to do that with people when we used to come into the class, and I used to say, right, 10 minutes free write, and everyone would go, blah, 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 and usually what they wrote was kind of, I don't know what to write, maybe it was more than that. But then I asked them to take the last sentence and make that the first sentence of the next 10 minutes. And that became richer and juicier when you cleared out like the junk file, if you like, of the kind of, I don't know what to write, and this was my day, I went shopping. A couple of other techniques. One is, if you don't know what to write 3 things that you're grateful for. This is especially useful if you're feeling a bit down. Practicing gratitude has been shown by researchers into psychology and also pharmacology as well, that it has a really good response rate. It really does help just practicing gratitude. So 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that went well. That's all sometimes. And trust me, sometimes I have pretty bleak days, if I'm really honest. But at least I can say, you know what? I fed myself, I washed myself, and I'm sitting here, I'm safe and warm in my home. And that is something that's really important. That's something important to be grateful for and to acknowledge. And that helps me too. It really helps me to appreciate the little things that I have. Another tip, another recommendation, I would say, this is a book that I would really recommend. Jackie Holder's work on journaling is fantastic. In this book, 49 ways to write yourself well, and Jackie also does workshops still, I think. Every page gives you an exercise, a writing exercise. And I took this with me. Whenever I go traveling, I take this with me and I will dip in at random and go, oh, right, intuition, your inner wisdom. Oh, there's an exercise for that. Great. Naming your emotions. Great. Drawing out the shadow self, writing the labyrinth. That's a lovely one, that is. Stilling the mind, walking and writing, conversation with trees, the F word. Oh, that's intriguing. I'll get back to that one. Forgiveness, rewriting your life script. It's like, if you don't know what to write, you don't know how to go deeper, this is really good. It's a nice one to take with you. And there are loads of websites that can help you as well. So do give that a go. If you want to take it a bit deeper, there's an area called Writing as Therapy as well that I would really recommend you have a look at. And there are lots of wonderful techniques in there. One of the techniques that I've come across in there, which was one which you free write for 10, 15 minutes, and then you kind of glance over it and look at what the words that stand out for you. It's almost like you're letting your unconscious pick them. And then you take that word, so I might use the word alive, and I'll just riff on that for a little bit as well, for a few minutes. And the final technique is writing a letter to yourself, especially from the perspective of a compassionate friend. And that's a really good one when you're having a hard time. And I want to, at the end of this, the writing as therapy was a technique and a wonderful day that I spent with my friend Tazeen Ahmad. So I'm very grateful for her. This was, the work that she introduced me to. And she is no longer with us. And so I would like to honour her memory by passing on these techniques. So thank you very much, Tazeen. Bye-bye. Enjoy.